What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. I'm back. And I'm still, I was tossing all weekend, but I'm tossing even more now. Tonight I'm going to go toss. She's like, you should come over and toss. I'm like, all you had to do was toss, right? Boom. We toss it up over here, man. Get into it with Gunners Collective TV with the collective clips because we make it happen. Are you ready for a Super Norteno? Intro time. Welcome back, and if you haven't already hit the like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all things so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that this guy right here, the gun, stays kicking. I highly appreciate all the support, and I'm very humbled by it. Whooping! Are you ready? I shouldn't have left you without the whopping the step two. I said step two, step two. I was calling that fool this weekend. He's like, whooping, where are you? I said, I'm enjoying the sunlight. He said, whooping, me too. I said, what are you doing? I got my job back. I got a good job, right? We'll explain to you what type of job he got here in a minute. But Ricky did time out of state. Now, around the time that they were sending several prisoners from California out of state, I know that motherfucker was mortified. I know he was petrified because he barely got adjusted to doing time in California around some real heavy hitters, some real ones. When they told that motherfucker, roll it up, you're going to Oklahoma. Yes, he went to Oklahoma, the same exact spot where everybody's big homie, Wes Mateo Watson, at time, right? Only Ricky was no shot caller. He wasn't stabbing everyone during the riot. That motherfucker was working in the kitchens on the pots and pans with the brothers, right? That's what he was doing, man. He wasn't doing nothing that serious, but he was there. So the tale to this story is, yeah, he did time out of state. Yes, he did. So did my brother, right? My brother went to Arizona. Rick went to Oklahoma. That's just true facts, right? Now, the whole moral to this story is what happened on the visita and on the way there. So let's fast forward to or rewind to my tia giving me a phone call. She sure calls me a lot, during these videos. She was like, listen here, son of a bitch. The phone rang, right? That's how she started. I need a ride. I said, where you got to go, tia? To the grocery outlet? So I was getting, you left a can of green beans in the car last time. I know I did, bitch, and you fucking probably ate them, huh? I said, nah, they're still back there. You know, I'm too lazy to move shit. She was like, okay, well, I'm going to, good, because I'm fucking like a can of green beans short, and I'm going to eat that shit on the way to the ride you're going to give me. I said, well, where do you need to go? Like, to the college? You want to go swimming and shit? Nah, fuck, I haven't went swimming for like 2 months. I'm bloated, mijo. I'm worse than Chito Ranas right now. Okay, well, where do you want to go, tia? She said, I need to go to fucking Oklahoma. I said, Oklahoma? Where's that? Is that like in, like right there by Stockton, Okieville? No, I need to go to Oklahoma. I said, you mean Oklahoma? That's the one. Because your stupid ass primo wants a visit, and I felt that we should go out there for the road trip. I said, well, and I was intrigued because I was like, man, I want to see where he's at because I knew he had got shipped. He went from Tracy, he was in New Corcoran, SADF, and then from there, he got his level 3 points. They shipped him fucking over there, right? And so I was like, I was down. I just wanted to get away from my old lady, see what I could find out there in Tennessee, right? Which was nowhere near Oklahoma, but I thought it was. So anyways, I was like, when do you want to go? I want to go next fucking Saturday, but we got to leave like Thursday because we're going to drive. I said, why don't you just fly there? Do I look like I'm the type of chick that flies? The only thing that flies is fucking his pipa in and out of me. That's it. That's the only flying I'm doing. And I got fucking frequent flyer miles. Yes, mijo. I got enough to go around the world about 6 times right now. And in a few minutes when I hang up, I'm going to get another traveler's check right now. Right? I'm like, oh shit, she's ready. So she was like, no, I want you, let's go for a ride, mijo. I got gas money. I said, what? This was news to me. Gas money was something that I had never heard before. Is that in my household, gas money is never an issue because they never have it, right? You know what I'm saying? It's no issue. They'd be like, take me to Jack in the Box. I'm fucking hungry. I got enough to get 6 tacos because they're two for the $1. I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm out of gas. Go make it work. Make it work because I'm not going to give you, how the fuck am I going to give you more gas than the tacos I'm going to eat? Make that make sense, puto, right? I'm like, well, yeah, it makes sense. We have to get there. I don't care if you guys have to walk. And who said I was going? I said, we got to go, which means you, bitch. I said, that's how my tia was. But she says, I got gas money. I said, all right, shit, she got gas money. So I pull up to her pad. It's that Thursday, right? It's going to be me, her, Sheila, and Changa. Changa happened to be staying with my tia during this time. I'm going to do a part 2 to this video about Changa and what happened when we got back. But anyways, no Pepe. Pepe was locked up too. It's like these motherfuckers always get locked up at the same time. We got to have North and South. Sur gang, North gang. Whooping, right? We got to have Huelga Rick and Sureño Pepe. They always got to be locked up. which means now I have to deal with both their old ladies. Changa, I have to put 2 fingers up for you because we made it work, right? Let's give Tia a drive. I don't fucking like driving in the dark. Yeah, well, I'm trying to do something in the dark back here. So if you understand, why does it smell like that? What does it smell like that? It smells like we just went by a fucking wiener schnitzel and they need to throw their garbage out. Yeah, well, Sheila probably farted. Anyway, so I picked them up. So now it's just me, my tia, some little old paisa dude that she's fucking with, that she was fucking with for about a good month and a half, right? Chila and Changa. So, of course, I'm driving. My tia's riding passenger. Why? It should be the dude riding passenger. Throw all the chicks in, but my tia, you're not going to tell her no. I'm fucking riding shotgun with the shotgun. What? My pussy lips is, one of them shaped like a shotgun. The other one's like an AK. It goes like this. Tuck, 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 tuck. Believe me, she needs room, right, for her fallopian tube. So she's in the front right there with me. They're all riding in the back. And I'm like, damn, I need a homie just in case it cracks off. Like, I really, really need a homie. So I was like, man, let's go pick up sharks. So I don't fucking like that. Last time he was looking at the stretch mark that I have, the one that runs right here from it runs from the top of my spine all the way down. Well, you know that one. Remember that one time you walked in and you said, damn, Theo, you got a snake on you. And I said, no, it's just my fucking stretch mark. He was looking at it. He was doing an observation. I don't like it. I think he's a fed. I said, Theo, we're going to pick sharks up. Well, hurry up and pick that muscle mouth motherfucker up. And I'm like, damn, between him and Sheila, there's going to be, it's like driving with 2 great whites. So I'm like, hey, bro, you want to go on a road trip? He's like, fuck yeah. I was like, what about your lady? Fuck her. We'll break up right now. That's how down he was. That's the homies that you want on your team. The type of homies is like, hey, bro, I'm doing bad, bro. I'm going to go pull a lick. He's like, fuck, bro, it's just me and my kids right here. They're in the pool and shit. My old lady's here. She just left to the store. Fuck it then. Let's go. Right? Like, what about your kids in the pool? I taught them how to swim when they were young. You know what I mean? What are you going to tell your old lady? I'm not, bro. She's going to figure it out. But what if she reports you missing? Shit. She said that the other night when we were in bed. I hit it for like a minute. She said, damn, something's missing. See? Bam, let's go. So anyways, he jumps in the whip. I go to pick him up. I didn't even have to. He didn't even pack nothing. He's like, what am I going to need? I said, I don't know, bro. Just put a backpack. He brought a backpack with a jar of weed. He's like, for rough times. Let's go. Just in case we have to sell it. So we're mobbing. Now, this is a long trip. You go down. So we went through all the way down to LA. We went to visit my tia in Compton real quick. Sharky was scared to get off the car. I'm going to be real. Because my primo Marijuana was there and he had a gang of homeboys right there from Compton. And that fool was like, hey, yeah, bro, I'll just wait in the car. I said, but we're going to be in here for like 4 hours. He's like, that's all right, bro. I brought weed, right? I was like, well, don't let my primo smell it because he'll take it from you. Like, that's his thing. He was like, damn, bro, why you bring me down here where there's a gang of outsiders, homie? He's like part 2 of Ricky, right? He's like the extended version, only just a little bit smarter, but walks funnier. So he waited in the car. She was like, I'll wait with them. I'm sure you did. I came back, he had a smile and half a jar of weed was missing. My primo was out there smoking. So he got for the weed and Sheila got for her throat. I'm sure, right? So I was like, Sheila, I know you're hungry. She was like, no, I brought snacks. She brought a gang of fucking the little Debbies, you know, the moon pies. She was moon pied out the game the whole time we were there. She had chocolate all over her mouth, chocolate and semen. Anyways, right? I digress. We go visit my tia. Everything's good. We barbecue, eat. I'm like, hey, Shark, you want a plate? He's like, what do they got? I said, they're having tripas. He's like, I already had guts. I said, well, try some more. He eats his tacos. We leave. Fucking, I tell my prima, I'm not scared, man. I get off this gang of Southsiders. Like, they've seen me before, and if they haven't, fuck, they're going to see me now. Plus, I was wearing all black for content purposes, right? So I get off. I'm in Compton. Shit. What's up, primo? What's up? We're kicking it. We do our thing. Where you guys going? We're going to go see Ricky. Fool, he's locked up in Oklahoma. Damn, what'd that fool do out there? I said, no, that's what they're doing now. They're shipping homies out there. He was like, what, like my homies or your homies? I said, like all homies. He's like, no, there's no such thing as all homies. Like, we're homies. You guys are like, put your shirt on homies. I said, yeah, he's with the keep the shirt on crew. He's like, okay, cool. So anyways, bam, we end up jamming. My tia's like, okay, good luck, son of a bitches. The one that lives in Compton. It's like the same woman, only one slightly more aggressive, right? So my tia's like, hurry up and let's go. I'm fanning my showers in the bathroom. I blow her shit up. Me and my boyfriend, we blew it up. We tore it apart, mijo. There's mecos for everywhere. So we should hurry up and get out of there before she notices. She'll call me that bitch, but I won't answer. That's how I get over on her. I just don't answer. The next time I see her, she fucking forgets. It's all good. She does the same thing. She tries to act like she's my older sister. She doesn't know. Anyway, so we leave. So as we're going, Changa is on my mind, right? I see her through the rear view, and I ain't gonna lie. Sharky's over there. He's telling me he's in code, right? Morse code. And basically, he's trying to tell me, damn, bro, she's bad. She got ass. So we stop at this little taqueria. We're like all right, so we went down through LA, through Arizona, and we're on Interstate 40. If you've ever been on Interstate 40, it's my second time in my life on that shit. The first time I was on the road for murder, and I went all the way to Asheboro, North Carolina. Facts and truth, right? This time I'm a grown adult. I'm not on the run from shit other than my old lady and a fucked up relationship. So I guess it was worse this time. So as we're leaving, my phone's getting blown up. Sharky's phone has been lit up, right? Sheila's throat is coated. Fucking my tia is blown back already. The paisa's all happy trying to feel on Changa's butt, right? And Changa's right there like, no, don't touch me. Don't touch me. And I'm looking at her like you know what's going down, right? So the whole plan was we were going to drive as far as we could and stay in a motel. And so my tia's like, okay, I got the gas money. You got the motel room. I was like, wait up, hold up. That doesn't make a lot of sense. We're going to get all one room and just sleep. And everyone can sleep on the floor and shit. My tia's like, no, because I want to get I'm trying to go to Funky Town tonight, mijo. But I'm trying to do it in the Espanol version. You know what I mean? Puro Funky Town. She's trying to go to Funky Town. So I was like, all right, cool. So we pull into the cheapest, dirt baggiest, roach infested, fucking keep your shirt on, hurry up and be able to run motel that I could find, right? And so this was the layout. True stories. Hey, Sharky's like, hey, me and Changa will take a room. I said, no. It's not the way it's gonna work. And she was like, I feel bad if I sleep in a room with Sharky. Should I do it? Bitch, you done already had him all the way inside your membrane. What does it matter? You and Sharky are getting a room. Me and Changa are gonna get a room. And Tia and fucking what's your name? Okay, Pedro. Who would have thunk it? You guys are getting a room, right? So let's get, and don't go out for ice before ice gets us. Just do your thing. So my tia's like, that's fucking very admirable of you. Look, I use big words, admirable. I can't spell it, but I heard it one time on fucking Ricky Lake show that Jenny Johnson told me. You're going to get rooms for all of us? I said, yeah, they're only fucking $20 a pop. It ain't nothing. You're wasting about $300 in gas in this situation. I think I got the better part of the deal. Hey, when you find a motel in the middle of fucking wherever, I think we're in Arkansas by this time we got a motel. We drove like a day straight. When you find a room like that, jump on it, right? So I ain't gonna lie. The lady had one tooth when I went to pay. She was like, "Are you Mexican?" I was like, "Is that gonna hurt? Like my chances of getting rooms?" Well, it ain't gonna help. I said, "No, I'm Italian, not Italian, Italian." Right? She was like, "Well, good enough for where's that at?" I said, "That's in Europe." So European? Yeah. I said, "Yeah." Well, then you're in, because if you were Mexican, then European out there. I don't want that, right? So, bam, we go in. So my master plan is master planning. I got Changa all to myself. Every one of her extra 50 teeth she has. But the ass is different. It looks like Jenny 69's minus a spell, right? So, bam. She's like, what will Pepe say? He can't say nothing. He'll say, damn, what did you do to me? I said, what did you do? You took my old lady? I took her several times. But anyways, so, bam. We got our room tonight. I'm not going to even go into detail what happened. I think you guys could pretty much figure it out, right? Within the first 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, and the last 5 minutes. There you go. The first 48. It went down. Sharky was in there fucking living his best life. How the fuck does Sheila do fucking Ricky like that? And I know you're watching Rip, and it's all right, bro. It's all right. You beat Shark's ass anyways. Once. Then he beat your ass, and then you beat his ass again. But she's in there like, she comes out, keeps on walking. Every time I see her pass by the hotel, I come out, because I'm like spooked. Like, fuck, I don't know where we're at. The Ku Kluxers could be around that motherfucker. You're not surprised to see Dave Chappelle dressed like a white man around that motherfucker, right? Mr. Grigsby or Bigsby or whatever he was. So I look out and I see Sheila walking by. There's a mini mart like 2 blocks away. I got all the snacks. I'm sure you do, right? Can I get something? She's like, go get your own. Bitch, you got like 4 bags of Doritos right there. Front your boy a bag of spicy nacho, right? She's going by, but she kept doing that all night. What are you doing? I'm going to give me a Pepsi. I'm going to give me a Fanta. I'm going to give me a Hawaiian punch. I'm like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? And Sharky's out there smoking a cigarette like, damn, bro, I gave her the donkey punch right now. I'm like, ooh, wee. So it was a rather climatey situation over there, meaning there was different climates. It went from misty to foggy to wet to fucking bad. And my room was different. My tía was out there, stop, don't stop, you son of a bitch. So they're doing their thing. Hey, needless to say, we utilized those rooms. Those were the 20 well spent. Because Changa was in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, she bit me at some point. It's all right. I felt it on the way back. She had one of those fucking bites where it felt so good, but when she bit, you felt it later. You ever felt that? It's like that. It's like when thunder or lightning goes off and you hear the shit and then you see it. That's how it was with her bites. She's on your shit and then she bites it and you're like, ooh. And then later on, you're like, ooh, that shit. It's when it starts turning green, then you recognize like there's a problem here. She needs to brush her teeth better. So anyways, we had good nights. Woke up in the morning, went to Denny's. Don't ever go to Denny's with Sheila because she doesn't order the Grand Slam. She orders the Slam Gram. You know what I mean? I want, and then I said, you guys are paying for your own food. Sharky's like, don't worry, mija, I got you. All of a sudden, they're together now. We're on the way to go visit her old man, but they're together. I knew that's what was going to happen. I didn't want Sheila on my chorra. That's why. Because she always she has to eat. So she likes to keep her mouth full. You know what I'm saying? With me, she don't need no extra. It's just roast beef. There you go. Right? And I already had my eye on changa. It's crazy, man. My primos old ladies are just fucking up for grabs, eh? Right? My tia's over there like, oh, I don't know what the fuck you guys were doing last night, but I hope you weren't doing hanky-panky. So what were you doing, tia, last night? We were fucking. We were not. Yeah, she's straight up. She doesn't play like, she's not going to give you guys the run around. You know, I don't got the time to run around. Run it in. That's it. The little paisa, again, he's in the back smiling. He had a good time. You know, through the whole situation, he never spent a dime. I felt like robbing him. You know, I thought I had hella money. We pull up to the gas station right there. I was like, here, Miko, I got $100 bill right here. Wait up, that's my nipple. She was pulling her nipple up. Nipple's fucking under her arms like Chito Ranas. She'll pull it out here. I'm looking at the paisa. He has a big old, he's counting. Uno, dos, tres, puto, give me that fucking, you know what I mean? Give me something. And she's hungry. Every Arco we stopped at, she got a cheeseburger. And I like Arco cheeseburger. How about when we walked into the last Arco before it was no more Arcoing, because we were in the middle of nowhere, she grabbed the last cheeseburger and I was highly upset. I was agitated. Because I like Arco cheeseburgers. That's one of my favorite things in the world, man. You give me an Arco cheeseburger, that's the key to my heart, right? She grabbed the last one. I seen it when I walked in. I went to go grab my motherfucking little iced tea, my little Lipton thing. And as I walked back, I seen 2 chili cheese. They had the jalapeno chili cheese corn dogs on rotation. The motherfuckers were brown, too perfect, right? And I seen the last cheeseburger. I was like, went to go grab my drink, came back, cheeseburger swallowed, half a corn dog down. She left me 1 corn dog and a fucking burnt ass taquito. I was like, what? Come on, man. You know, fuck my whole. I should have grabbed the cheeseburger. I knew better. And I should have did better, but I did it. Anyways, with all that being said, we end up making it to Oklahoma finally, right? And all this for my tia and Sheila are going to go visit Ricky, right? Because he begged and begged her, please, mom, use some of that money that I got from my Social Security. She was like, I don't fucking know if I want to spend your money on you. Because you fucked up. It's your fault that you're taking me all the way to fucking Oklahoma and I don't want to go out here, right? Anyways, she loves him. She loves her son, you know, so she was like, okay, we're going to go visit. So they went in, and according to him, there was a gang of homies, and it was crazy, and the white guys were mean to him, and all this, right? I could only imagine, you know, me, Sharky, Changa, and of course, the paisa stood out. We made him stand outside the car because I thought the smell like babas. Have you ever smelled someone that smelled like fucking like wet shit? Like, I don't know what him and my tia were doing, but he had like his whole chin was glistening, and she was walking odd. So that last gas station, porfa, give him 30 to 45 days because it was all bad. So that motherfucker was smelling like wet babas. I was like, hey, I was like, can you stand outside? He's like, ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? I'll beat you up if you don't. Hurry up, get out. So he's standing out there waiting, right? A fucking correction officer, fucking guard car pulls up there like, hey, you guys can't be on the grounds here. I said, oh, we're waiting for my tia. She's visiting my cousin. He was like, yeah, but I don't give a fuck who you are. You can't be on the grounds. Big old white dude. I was like, all right, so where can we go? He's like, home. I was like, oh, shit. So we went down the street. We're like by this field and we're waiting. My tia and I are visiting. We're supposed to pick her up in a couple hours. And that's how it was, right? So I'm over there trying to mac at Changa, and Sharky's like, hey, fool, let me get at her. And I'm like, she does bite. Fuck it, right? Go ahead. So he tries, he's like, what's up? She was like, oh, you got fucked up teeth. Have you ever had someone with fucked up something tell you got fucked up something? They have the same fucked up something? I was like, come on, right? But whatever. They felt good to me. They didn't look good, but they felt good. And that's a different story. So we end up kicking it, whatever. My tia and them come out. My tia's all crying. I can't believe my son's there. There was a white guy who was looking at me. I think he was looking at my stretch mark too. But so you little son of a bitch, I'm thinking about you. I like when he looked at it. I don't like when you look at it. Sharky's like, I wasn't looking at your stretch mark. I thought that was a worm, right? Fucked up craziness. So we end up going home. We make it home. There's a lot of shenanigans that happen on the ride home. Let's just say by the time I got there, my old lady left me. Yeah, she smelled changa all over me. It's just what it was. Maybe even a little Sheila, because Sheila has this smell that it just sticks. You know, it smells like Rosarita beans and Velveeta cheese. It's a smell that it'll waft by then attach. You know what I mean? She has the attack fucking smell. So when I got back, my girl's like, where'd you go? I said, I went to take my tia to visit Ricky. Where at? In fucking Oklahoma? I said, yeah, actually, yeah. How'd you guess that? Because I heard you saying something about Oklahoma. Well, there you go. Why didn't you answer my calls? We didn't get. They don't got internet in Oklahoma. they don't got reception. Yeah, right. I'm leaving. Where you going? I don't know, but you smell like fucking a whole bunch of. Well, yeah, I know. I smell like fucking Arco AMPM cheeseburgers. I wish I had. So she ends up leaving me. Whatever. So I'm telling you this story because what happens is Ricky ends up calling like about 2-3 weeks later, and he was like, "Well, Ben, I'm in the hole, right? I just got out the hole." Like, how did I say he ain't in the hole, Thea? I ain't calling from the hole. She's like, "Your fucking cousin's locked up again. Now he's locked up inside, locked up." I said, "No, he's not. He probably got out." So I said, "Next time he calls, you know what I'm saying? Put him on 3. I want to talk to him." So my tia called me. "Hey, it's your fucking stupid cousin, the dumb one. It's all right, though. As long as you keep getting Social Security, mijo, everything is going to be all right, mijo. I love you so much. Guess what? They said they're going to increase your payments. I love you more this time." Right? When they decrease them, then my love is lost. The love is lost. My tia's crazy. So I'm like, all right. I talked to him. "What's up?" "What? They get the homework just got off." I said, "They did? Well, don't be saying too much on the phone." "No, it's all right. We already fucking went to the hole for it. The fucking white dudes, they fucking trying to fucking punk a homeboy. We got off." Right? So he was going through his hardships. And Oklahoma, from what I heard, because I had another family member that was there, they said it wasn't all crazy like Wes Watson said. But motherfuckers were getting off because what happens when you get that California mentality in someplace else? Boom. That's what happens, right? Anyways, tune in later on. I'm going to hit you with part 2 of this one, Changa and Sheila. You've heard about all the Changa and Sheila fights. Nah, this one right here, Changa took the cake. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. Hey, Ricky was all right. He did his little bit of time, got a little scrapes, a few little burns. I don't know where he got the rug burn on his ass from. We'll let him explain that one of these days when he does come on, right? And I've been trying. I'm tried in truth, right? I've been trying to get him on here. But well, what do you think the homies are going to say? They're probably going to black at you. But it doesn't matter, bro. Take one for the team. Well, but I'm still active, right? Ah, fuck you then. We'll get him. I'll trick him into it. The gun. Bang, bang.